This episode of Chewing the Fat is brought to you by the Secret Hub Studios in conjunction with netchannel2.com.
Hello everyone, Chewing the Fat, episode 26 on March 1, 2012, and once again we have Mr. Glenn Goodman with us, but I haven't got him on screen. I don't know what happened.
Oh,
there
why,
he is.
why not?
There
Hello,
he goes.
everyone.
There he goes. There he is.
I'm here. Hello. What's going on? The leadership battle is over. We can all rest. I've finally got some sleep. Oh, yes. Thank goodness.
Oh, I know. It's a bit like that, isn't it?
Oh, God. Did we really give a crap? Seriously.
Oh, we did at the time, but luckily for us, this week there are some really idiots on the prowl.
Yeah.
So this will be just a quick chinwag on what's been going on during the week. Now, the first story, cover with rank. We don't have to go in order of how it happened during the week. We all know that Rudd lost during the week.
Can I just give you the best comment of the week?
Yes, indeed.
Is it Bruce Hawker?
Bruce, the lobbyist?
The strategist? Rudd's strategist?
Yes.
Walks down the street, stands out the front of Rudd's house, and talks to the media. He says, "You know what? I don't know if Julia should even be standing."
Yeah, good try.
That was funny. I thought that was like, yeah. He's going, if she's that bad, should she even be standing? And also the guy that dumped a heap of stuff on Rudd's front door outside his gate. They dumped a heap of solar piping or something.
What did he do? Solar? Oh, right, okay.
Because they were just going how bad he was when he was the PM, and yeah. But I don't think he's that popular. I don't know why the media bangs on about it all.
Oh,
I don't think he was that popular.
Now, your audio is starting to get all... Are you uploading something, Glenn?
No.
No? Your audio's gone all funny. Or is that Skype? Again, thank you, Skype.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
It seems all right for now. You just look, you're bleeding a little bit, so you might have to back off your volume, possibly. I'll turn you up at this end.
Okay.
That's better.
Is that better?
A little bit.
Oh. All right. Well, I can even try.
Yeah, just there. Just that you're too close to the pop filter. Maybe that's it.
Oh, okay. I'll sit here then.
Yeah, that's better.
Cool.
Yeah. So anyway, in order, like Glenn was saying, it was a bit of a joke. Bruce Hawker, get a real job. Now, we all know that Ruddy lost. He got a third of the vote, which is decent, I suppose, but I don't think he was ever going to win.
Third of the caucus hate Julia.
Third of the caucus. Unfortunately, regardless of who won, we're still in the hole, and they are completely useless. So suddenly there was a foreign affairs vacancy, so they're thinking, oh, geez, who are we going to put in that spot? And then Bob's Carr's name came up. Oh, geez, that's come out of the blue.
Now, before we go on with all that, can I just ask you a question as well?
Yes.
Now, he's coming in. They're going to give him a Senate seat because
they want him to.
Abib resigned.
That's right, correct. Sorry. Mark Abib has resigned, and he said that for personal reasons and to give the party a chance to heal, I've decided to resign. Now, I believe his personal reasons thing. I would say that he jumped before he was pushed.
Yep, because he was a problem in Carr's ministry anyway.
He's been a problem ever since he bloody came out of his mother's womb.
But what I want to know is how can he replace Abib? Don't senators don't they have to be elected, or they can just
apparently
be replaced?
Senators don't have to face by-election because they're elected every 6 years and they can be replaced.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
which is garbage. I was thinking, you beauty, by-election. That's it. This government's out.
Yeah.
You know, because there's no way Labor would have won that seat. There's no way.
So he can be. Who decides who they're replaced with? The outgoing or the PM or who? Do you know?
No idea, mate. The PM has to replace him from the same state as.
But she could nominate anyone. Like if she, not that she would, but could she nominate anyone, even outside of her party?
Yes, but it have to be in New South Wales.
Right. Oh, okay. Yeah. Or the person would have to move to New South Wales.
Yeah, or whatever. But I'm sure
right.
there's some machinations going on there. But
so anyway,
that was that, and there was all some rumours, and Bob Carr's been asked. Bob Carr hasn't. I thought, I put a tweet out. Oh, great. He ruined New South Wales for 15 years. Now he's going to go to Canberra and ruin that place. So, there was, there was denials and this, that, and the other, and they asked Julia Gillard straight up, "Did you speak to Bob Carr? Did you ask him?" She said flat out no, and then he came out with a statement that said, "Actually, she called me 3 times." So,
why would he come out and say that? Do you think?
Well, I think Bob Carr wanted to make sure that it wasn't him that was lying. He wanted to put her on the record that, hey, hang on a minute, she can say what she wants, and then suddenly I'm going to look like that I'm the turd.
Yeah.
So she said, no way I'm going to be the turd on this one. That's why her nickname is Julia. With an R on the end. Julia with a Julia. Because she's a liar. She lies, she lies, she lies.
And so her best retort was in the Parliament when she says, "Don't believe everything you read."
Yes, don't believe everything you read. And he said, well, funny enough that I actually didn't read that. He told me. So...
I didn't hear that bit. Is that true?
Yeah, no, that's not what she said. That's what he said.
Oh, okay.
She said, no, she didn't read that. I said it. Bob Carr admitted to it. So, idiots. Anyway.
Yeah, it's hopeless.
Bloody idiot. So, quick news. New South Wales is flooding. Cooma is about to get flooded. This is March 1. So by the time you get this, maybe they're already flooded. So
you'll be drying yourself off.
Yeah, be drying yourself off. So stay well, everyone. Now, speaking of morons, and these people must be all related. Man arrested in Indonesia on drug allegations. 54-year-old Ballarat man detained in Bali airport had drugs concealed on his body in up to 70 capsules. He had swallowed them. He had swallowed a number of the capsules, said the police. So this guy, there he is, looks a bit like Bob Hawke. Facing the death penalty now.
Why? I don't understand.
Would you bother doing that?
Is it worth it? Well, obviously not. But
he's coming in from Bangkok. He's lucky he didn't get caught there.
Yeah.
And just to make my trip even more enjoyable, why don't we just stop by Bali, because they're not strict at all.
Why wouldn't you just try and just go to another country with it? Like, why do you want to go to Bali or somewhere? Well, why not go to somewhere where they don't have a death penalty?
Maybe he didn't have the plane fare. Maybe that's why he was smuggling drugs.
I don't understand. I really don't understand. Unless you need the money for your family's cancer.
I don't understand what motivates them.
Yeah, no, I don't know either. But he's a tool. He can go in the shed. He's probably come from the shed. He can go back in.
That's right. Now, speaking of other people who can go back in the shed, Yumi Steins.
Oh, this was an absolute disgrace. And I don't know.
Has called this Marine, or SAS, or I can't remember exactly what part of the armed forces he serves with, but he's a war hero, and he's a big fella, very fit.
Huge
and
fella.
He's basically said that he's probably a dud in bed, and the worst thing is, George Negus said that, and he should know better, really. He said something about like he's stupid, or implied that he's a bit of a himbo.
Airbrain. Yeah.
Airbrain.
Himbo. I've never heard that before.
Yeah, himbo.
Yeah.
And then George Negus says, he's probably a dud in bed, And then it comes out that him and his wife were having so much trouble conceiving that they haven't had IVF. I'm thinking, well, why don't you give him a double slap while you're at it?
Yeah.
It's disgraceful.
Did they know that he was a soldier when they were playing him out?
Yeah,
like from the
picture?
They
knew because they had that big muscly picture of him.
Yeah, in the pool.
In the paper. And now her fiance has come to her defence. Well, I suppose you have to. He said, Corporal Robert Smith said last night he accepted the apologies of George Negus and Miss Steins. The pair apologised to him directly in writing and on TV. Well, that's not directly. In writing and on TV. Pick up the phone. That's
I read that they did do it directly.
Oh, they did. Well,
but who knows? But like, what I mean is though, if someone rings you up and like George Negus and says, "Look, I'm sorry about that," blah blah blah, are you just gonna go, "No, mate, don't accept"? What the hell do you think you're doing?
Yeah, but you know what?
Can they go on like a pork chop?
But the thing is, he's bigger than that. He's just proved that he's bigger than him.
He probably goes, "Yep, okay, let's move on." George Negus and Yumi Stink will be judged by the by the viewers and the society. It's a joke.
Yeah. Now let me play
I don't.
this.
I think it's disgraceful.
Let me play. I think it's disgusting. Let me play this.
Vodafone prepaid.
And now we're gonna put this
$50
into an ad.
flexible credit on the new
Good one,
prepaid
Vodafone.
$30 cap.
We'll probably have
So
to
you
get
can
cut
play
down
more
to
this
YouTube
summer
now.
without blowing your budget. Power to you. Vodafone.
Is that too loud for you, Glenn?
Ben Robert Smith, our most decorated war hero. He's taken on the Taliban, but he would never have expected he was fair game on home soil. Co-host of 10's The Circle, Yumi Steins, took this cheap shot as they showed Robert Smith training.
Look at that physique. He's going to dive down to the bottom of the pool and see if his brain is there.
The comment followed a Robert Smith interview that aired on Sunday night, where he spoke about the moment he risked his life to attack 2 Taliban machine gunners.
I'm sure he's a really good guy,
War
nothing
hero.
about poor old Ben, but that sort of bloke, and what if they're not up to it in the sack? You can look like that.
Are you intimating, George Negus, that he could be a dud root?
Vietnam vet Noel
pretty
McLaughlin was
disgraceful.
one of those who flooded Talkback Radio to express his disgust.
To be quite frank, as far as I'm concerned, George Negus is not fit to be called a bloke. He hasn't got the stones to be one. He is a gutless one with no balls.
It was raised in Parliament.
Is not only unacceptable, it is contemptible.
The remarks were clearly unacceptable and it's appropriate that they be withdrawn.
Yumi Steins attempted to apologise this morning.
And I'm really sorry, I didn't mean to offend anybody. I did it and thought, she's crying. Well, it's been a big day.
It's funny how
it's been a big
people
day.
put on the
And we're
tears
all
and they think
human
that's
and everyone
okay.
makes mistakes in life.
Late today, an apology from George Negus. He said he didn't mean to offend with what was supposed to be a tongue-in-cheek quip about Colonel Ben Robert Smith. Not even close, George. Ben is a corporal.
Not for long. He'll be promoted.
Like that Yumi, whatever her stupid
idiot.
name is, Yumi Stench. She is only crying because of the outrage and the possibility that she may be sacked. She's
That's
only
right,
crying
that's
because of her own.
You know, yeah. It's that old saying: you're not crying because you did something wrong. You're crying because you got caught.
Yes, that's exactly right. That's exactly right.
Yeah.
And I don't. She can go and get stuffed.
Yeah, that's
And
just
like-
disgraceful. These people, like you and I were discussing off air earlier, if it wasn't for people like this guy, we'd be singing a different national anthem.
Yeah, that's right. And like, and George Negus, like I tell you, the respect for George.
I have a lot of respect for George, but that was maybe he just got carried away with a moment. You're in an environment full of morons, and then you think that you can be funny, and it doesn't come off.
Yeah, but maybe, but even still, like he's got to get back to a news show because I've lost a bit for him.
Yeah.
Lost a bit.
He's got to be fair dinkum.
Yeah.
He's got to be fair dinkum.
We got some chatter in the lounge. DT, he'd Hulk smash George.
He'd bitch slap him with his pinky finger.
Oh, that's right.
Here we
That's
go.
right.
Oh, here's that story I was looking for earlier. Here we go. That's the earlier one.
And you're right that journalism, that sort of crap is just everywhere.
Yeah,
That-
it is.
it is-
It's tabloid, 7 o'clock tabloid journalism or morning show tabloid journalism. It's disgraceful.
Yeah, and that's exactly why Mike Willesee came back, because he said this interview, the journalists of today are crap,
Yep.
and he wanted to raise the standards.
Yep, I agree.
I haven't actually seen him on the TV yet. Have you?
I
caught
think
an
what he's doing, I think he's pre-recording a lot of slots. And
Right,
then
right.
they'll, they pre-record a lot of these interviews.
Oh, yep.
Here we
But
go.
yeah,
Here we
that's
go.
a-
Here we go. Let's go backtrack a bit. Prime Minister Julie Gillard has for the first time publicly confirmed that she did speak to Bob Carr earlier in the week.
Oh, so this is after she said she didn't.
That's correct. But she added
Oh,
that Prime Minister Gillard had definitely not made any offer about foreign affairs. She just spoke to him. What a bullshit.
Can't
Liar.
believe,
Liar.
Yeah.
There it is in black and white. You're all
Big-
liars. You can't trust Bob Carr as far as you can throw him. We know what he did to New South Wales.
But good on bloody Stephen Smith for standing up for himself as well.
Yes, that's right. He's praised. He said, no, hang on a minute.
Yeah, what's
I've
going
stood
on here? I've taken
I was
over the
foreign
defence
minister,
job.
and you
Yeah,
gave him the job, and he did what he did, and now you're going to give it to somebody else. Enough is enough.
He took over defence when it was left in a shit fight
That's right.
from the last guy, whatever his name was, the guy that he actually resigned, didn't he? The guy
I
that
can't
was
remember.
doing defence before. But anyway, it was a bit over some pay bungle or something.
Oh, look. They've had 4 defence ministers in 4 years. It's disgraceful. Or finance ministers, sorry. It's a shop of horrors.
Yeah.
Fair dinkum.
Yeah. It's a joke.
So bad.
Yeah, but anyway,
happy days are at an end, my friends.
That's right, they are.
At an end.
Now, another NBN boss defends 25% take-up rate. I don't even think it's that high. Where did he get that figure from? 25%.
25% in one house, maybe.
Yeah, maybe 4 people, 1 person's using it.
He's picked 4 houses and said, let's do a quick survey. How many got NBN? And one house said, we have. And he goes, well, that's 25%.
Yeah, 18,000 households have been connected in 5 sites around Australia. Of those, 5,500 are connected. And he's saying that the take-up rate of 25% in some centres was quite high. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but all crap aside, look, this Telstra is separated, structural separation. I think now there's no problem in it going ahead fast.
Well, now they can roll out in sites where people actually can afford and want to take this up. Maybe it'll be a bit better. Now, if you were sitting for an exam, and you got 25% out of 100, would you think that was acceptable take-up rate, Glenn?
No, that's a dismal failure.
It is. 25% is a dismal failure.
You'd repeat.
You would repeat. You'd actually get put into another school. It'd be a special school.
Yeah, up the Acco block.
That's right. You'd be, you'd put that hat on that people don't talk about anymore.
What, the dunce cap?
Yeah, that's it.
You'd be told to sit in the corner with your finger up your bum.
If it wasn't already there.
That's right. But yeah, so 25% is a joke. If you got 25% out of 100, you're not happy. Not a happy camper.
And they've had it. It's not as if this only came out yesterday. This has been rolling out for 2 years now. And after 2 years, the thing is they just picked, I think, the wrong areas to roll it out. That's the problem. They're rolling it out in areas where people have no interest in faster internet.
But maybe that was all dictated by
we know why that is. I'm not going to,
No, but maybe also because of the problems with gaining access to the pits and everything, and maybe Telstra, but blah blah blah. But anyway, it's coming. 3 years, they reckon.
But like I said before, yes, they did have limited access to the pits, but why is those access to the pits only in Labor seats? Well, they couldn't get. Telstra wouldn't have gone. You know what? We're only going to give you access to Labor marginal seat pits, or in the pits where you made deals with the independents. That's just too sus. It's too suspicious. Yeah. That's rubbish.
Yeah. Did you see the 2 independents at the National Press Club through the week?
No, I did not see that.
Ah, they're a joke.
Right, Robert, I've said this before. They are idiots. They are Oakeshott and Windsor. That's it. They're gone.
Oh yeah, they're finished. They're finished. They reckon their electorate is happy with them though, but I can't see
That's
how.
What they say. But
yeah,
if you ask the electorate, they'll probably go, no, we never said that.
Oh, so when is it? October next year? So you got 18 months, Eric.
For what?
An election.
No, I reckon it'll be before that. Oh well, that's why they said they're going to hold one. But
yeah, but that's when it has to be.
That has to be October next year. I can't wait that long. I don't know about you.
Oh, I'm trying not to, but at least we might be able to get some bit of reprieve in later this month when we go to the polls.
Yes, that'll be the beginning of the end, I think.
Got me postal vote.
Why are you postal voting?
Don't like going to the booth.
What, did you tell them you're away?
Hey?
Did you tell them you're away?
Yes.
Oh, God, you're lazy.
Oh, what do you want to line up at the booth for?
Oh, well, which booth are you going to? The bloody McDonald's booth or something? Every time I go to vote, I go straight in. There's never a problem.
Yeah, but I forget sometimes.
You forget sometimes.
I'd rather just postal vote.
You're right. It is a bit of a pain. I've helped out at elections.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I did it a couple of times, counting votes for the electoral commission.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Did you have your glasses on?
No, I didn't. I didn't have my glasses.
Is that
on.
one for Labor? Hang on, I'll take my glasses off. Oh no, Libs. Okay.
Hang on, one for Labor. Where's my eraser and my pencil? I'll just change that.
Where's my pencil? Yeah. So but did you do it in your seat, your local seat?
Not the local seat that I used to live in. It was also a Liberal seat, so I didn't mind too much. because I was working for the Liberals and the Electoral Commission on the same day. So in the morning, I was handing out Liberal how to vote cards.
Right.
And after everyone voted, I switched over to the Electoral Commission and started counting votes. So I don't know if that's a conflict of interest.
Probably would have been. Just a small one.
Oh,
but they would have if there was a problem with that, they would have had to have asked that in a pre-interview or something, wouldn't they? Like if you're
look, they knew. A lot of people were doing, because a lot of people that do those vote counting jobs are on one side or the other of the party, and they just volunteer to give, how to vote cards for whatever party. Because I wasn't getting paid for the Liberal how to vote card handing out, but I was paid for the Electoral Commission.
Well, I suppose at the end of the day, they can't ask you who you vote for anyway. So
no, that's right. They could say, I could just tell them I don't vote for Labor, or I don't vote Liberal, but I'm giving out Liberal seats. So, did you read this thing during the week? Remember Senator Bill O'Chee?
Oh, yes.
Did you read that?
Yeah. So what's the WikiLeaks and the Stratfor files or emails or whatever they are?
I ask you this: if they're crucifying Julian Assange for leaking this stuff because he's in charge of WikiLeaks,
yeah.
What about the people that give him the information? For instance, Bill O'Chee. Why isn't anyone going after his head?
Well, Bill O'Chee never gave him the information, did he?
Yes. Ex-National Party Senator was source CN65.
No, but that was for Stratfor, not to WikiLeaks.
Yeah, but Stratfor then leaked the. He's still working for an intelligence company.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, O'Chee shouldn't have been doing that. That's bloody treason.
I don't know. Was he getting paid?
No.
Up to 2008.
Yeah, he was getting paid some amount to provide information to this Stratfor company, which was some sort of US intelligence.
Yeah, the outsourced US intelligence probably passed it on to the CIA.
Yeah.
So they were probably paying O'Chee, and they were getting their money from the US government.
Wasn't this the Bill O'Chee that when he left Parliament, there was some dodgy thing he did to maximise his pension in
something
some
like
way?
I can't remember what it was, but he did something dodgy. I don't know what happened in the end of that.
He did whatever he had to do to maximise his payments.
Yes.
So he left early, or he left
something like that. Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
Something
but but the guy that's been leaking the WikiLeaks, apparently, this guy, he's been in a solitary confinement for 18 months.
Yes.
That corporal, someone or other.
Yeah. Look, Gillard should. he's an Australian citizen, Australian resident, Australian citizen.
Most celebrated journalist, most celebrated Australian journalist.
Yes.
By the way.
And he should be given some sort of assistance.
Now,
but they want to hang him out to dry because Gillard's worried that she'll be actually defending someone or helping someone that could have something on her, which he probably does. And I hope he releases it.
The AFP have said he has broken no law in Australia.
That's right.
And I think he has broken no law in the US.
No, he hasn't.
But so therefore, Julia gets on the phone to Bali Drug Boy and says, "How you going? Hope you're well. We're going to do everything we can to get you out."
That's right, but he's broken a law in both countries.
We send lawyers over for Chappelle Corby to help her out. We send lawyers over to Barley 9 to help them out. But we're not doing anything for Julian, who is an Australian, who is the most celebrated Australian journalist that we've ever had, who like winning some award. And also, he's an Australian citizen. And no one's even asking or even offering any help, which is probably pretty poor.
It's sickening. It is sickening. I think they're worried that we've got to lock this bloke up because he might have something on me, and if he has, I'm gone. So the quicker you can extradite him and lock him up, the better.
But don't they think that if they lock him up, it's just all going to be released anyway?
Well, yeah, but since when has this Labor government or any Labor government been that forward thinking? They're all very short-sighted. They don't. None of them can play chess, obviously, because chess you're always thinking 3 moves ahead of the next move. Because every move has a consequence 2 or 3 steps down the road, and they're not thinking that. It's a classic case of lying about Bob Carr. That's just one move. That's checkmate. You didn't even think about that one.
I know. It's just saying. It's just. I think there's a case of like when you tell one lie, you've got to tell another one to cover the first one. You've got to tell another one to cover the first 2.
That's right.
It becomes, it grows.
snowballs. And if you tell the truth, you'll never be caught out because the truth you can remember a lot easier than you can remember a lie.
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly right. And I think that's what's starting to happen. But anyway, July is going to have to pick her socks up, pull her socks up.
Anyway, what do you got? You got anything? You got anything you want to discuss?
No.
No?
No, not really. I think, the Julian thing, the Julia thing, that George Negus thing, that's not very nice at all. That's pretty bad, actually. That show should have been yanked from the air.
It should have been pulled. If Kerry Packer was still alive and that was on Channel 9, he would have pulled that. The minute they said something, he would have said, get that shit off the air.
Yeah. And look, I don't even like that Yumi
I don't like her either.
I
think she's a little bit arrogant, a little bit of a know-all when she knows nothing, and I think she's caught up in her own so-called fame when she has none.
Yeah,
People that, you're famous for what? You're just Kim Kardashian with a different hairstyle.
Yeah, she's not even that.
Yeah, let's not go there.
She's George Negus with a different hairstyle.
That's right, George Negus without the moustache. Or maybe she has got a moustache, we just can't see it.
George Negus with his pants down. Oh, hang on, her nose isn't that long.
Oh, dear me. So what else we got here? Paul Hogan selling his 2 Los Angeles homes.
Oh, yeah?
For $6.5 million.
Yeah, right. What's up with him? Moving back to Australia?
Probably going to Bermuda.
Yeah, you gonna shout the tax office a beer?
Yeah, doubtful. But the funny thing is, the ACCC and the Crime Commission have dropped all charges, or not the ACCC, it was the Crime Commission or something. They've said, we don't have enough evidence to charge him with anything, and they've dropped all criminal charges against him for tax evasion. But the tax office going, no, we're going to go after him still.
Yes.
And usually they follow the lead of the Crime Commission, but the tax office think that they're a law amongst themselves, I think.
See, the Gold Coast soccer team got kicked out of the soccer league next year.
Do you know the backstory on that? Is Clive Palmer the tool in this, or is it the other bloke?
Well, it would appear so. Look, I don't know the full details of the story, to be honest, but look, I think from what I hear...
What was the argument about?
Sorry?
What was the argument about? What were they arguing about?
I think at one stage, look, I'm not entirely sure what the argument was about. Look, the Gold Coast team, they ran out onto the field with something like some slogan.
So they had a slogan that said free speech, but in order for them to put that on their jumper, they must have had some sort of...
Yeah, I'm not sure what it is, but I know. Look, Clive Palmer's been on the TV saying that he's had something like in his lifetime he's had something like 140 different court cases and hasn't lost one of them. And if the FIFA, whoever they are, want to come and challenge him, he'll squash them, as like the other 145.
I'd believe him.
And maybe he will, but I think he comes across to me as a little bit arrogant. I think they play down here at Skilled Park and. They only open up one section of the grandstand. He's been under fire because he's bought this soccer team, but he hasn't marketed it properly. Like they don't get big crowds; they get rather piddly little crowds.
Is that why the FFA are complaining because they're saying you're doing not much for the game?
Not sure because Palmer comes out and says, "Well, okay, but we get more people than the Melbourne Blue or whoever they are." So, well, I'm not sure. I haven't read what the whole thing's about.
Well, he started his own football organisation, and he wants to do a Super League and a World Series cricket. He wants to take the soccer teams and put it in his competition. He's incorporated an entity called Football Australia.
Yeah, okay. So he wants to be the king.
He's going to pay them more and all this sort of stuff. So here we go.
Yeah, so he wants to be the king.
Yeah,
and
because he said that they're a disgrace. They run the game into the ground and look, I don't believe Frank Lowy should be running FFA at all.
He's pretty old. Is that the old guy?
It's the old guy. He's the guy at the head of Westfield.
Yeah, he's old.
He's about 78 or something. I know a few 78-year-olds who are very sprightly and they sound like they're 40. They're very quick.
Look at Rupert.
Look at Rupert, exactly. But this guy, he actually looks older than he is. And he talks like he's 90. So,
yeah.
But he's probably still pretty sharp. Obviously, he's still the head of Westfield. But I don't believe he's the man for the job. I think there are a lot of other people that could run, proper proper experienced sports administrators that could run the job. You know, for example, the guy that runs the rugby union.
Yeah.
You know, someone like him would probably do a better job.
Look, I think when you're 78 or whatever, I think it's time to move on, time to retire.
But you don't have the energy. That's the thing is, his brains might be there, but he doesn't have the energy. You need someone that's, ambitious, younger, with a bit of energy, a bit of drive. You know, you don't need a 78-year-old sitting in his, 20,000 square foot bloody office.
But could you imagine going up to him and said, "Do you reckon we should have every team create a Facebook page?" And you go,
"What? The Facebook? What's the Facebook? Is that like the Twitter and the YouTube?"
Yeah. Is that like Penthouse?
That's right. I just grabbed some magazines from under my drawer.
Where is Hef?
Yeah, where is Hef? Yeah, actually get Hef to run it. Have you seen that? Speaking of Hef, have you seen the lingerie football league? Have you watched that?
No, what is it?
Lingerie football league.
No.
I'll show you.
Lingerie football league.
Yep, lingerie football league. It's in America, right? They're girls that play gridiron, and all they wear is lingerie.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, I got the YouTube thing here. Oh, there you go. That's not bad, is it?
So I reckon that's what he should start, Clive.
Now that'd be a winner.
Oh, massive winner.
Yeah. You'd have to build a bigger stadium.
And they made, here we go, we've got YouTube, here we go, I'll play a little clip. Got it up here.
Go back to Chicago.
I just want to say I'm sorry you flew all the way out here to get your butt whooped. That's gonna hurt.
Don't let the lights, the crowd distract you.
I'm ready. Game practice.
What I'm not seeing that I've always seen from Chicago is attitude and swagger. There's none of that out there.
What part do you not understand? Defense, what a joke. What an absolute joke. And each one of you need to look in the mirror and ask yourself, are you playing your best? And you're not. To a person here, you're not. Let's go. Wrap it up in the second half.
There's a better one. I just linked you a better one.
Don't worry, I've got a better one here.
It's football Sunday, and that means NFL. But for some of you guys, that means lingerie football league. I mean, think of the cheerleaders, but a lot of you people have sexy women out there for everybody to check out. Now, I don't like these topics anymore. If you watch the lingerie football league,
what link did you send me?
Yeah, some of these YouTube videos, they just do talk crap, don't they?
Yeah, I just talk crap. I've lost that link.
Like what? Like if he's talking about hot chicks, why is he even fronting in front of the camera himself?
Yeah.
Like, get off.
Yeah, it's right.
No one wants to look at you.
No, exactly.
Nobody wants to look at you, buddy.
Miami versus Philadelphia.
First play, light them up. You play scared, you're gonna lose. You're not gonna be a number 1-2 team.
Yeah, it looks pretty good though.
It looks alright. See, that's what they should be doing. That's what they're thinking. Think different. Think outside the square or outside the lingerie, whatever you want to do.
Why not have lingerie soccer?
You know why they wouldn't have it here?
There's too many prudes.
No, well, worse than that, it's the politically correct. They'd be going, the Julia Gillard would come up and I thought we were moving forward.
But don't they have politically correctness in the US?
Yes, but nothing wins over commercial enterprise in the US, mate.
Mm.
They'll never let some prude or some, nanny state or some, legislate bloody, Bob Catter style bloody good times are at end, my friend. There'll be none of that over there.
Oh, listen, do you want to hear some more, Bob?
Yes, give me some more, Bob, before we finish up.
All right.
Because this is what's happening to this country unless Labor get voted out.
That's right. And we got to stop it. And Bob might be the one to do it.
We couldn't go down the backyard and boil the belly. You have to get a permit to boil the belly. We're coming after you. You have to get a permit to boil the belly. Happy days are at an end, my friends. Happy days are at an end.
There you go. Bob, you're a legend, and you're right. And so we'll just leave you with that image before we go. That's very nice. Thank you very much. And thank you, Glenn. There's your image.
Thank you.
This episode of Chewing the Fat is brought to you by
See
the Secret Hub Studios.
Next show. See you next show.
Netchat2.com.